We've been for 30 years serving the manufacturing and greater supply chain sector, working with some of the largest names on planet Earth, helping them deliver products that are highest quality, cost effectively, and in short turnaround time to the marketplace.
Customers today kind of expect products faster, cheaper, but they also want more capabilities in their products.
When you're dealing with products made in the millions, with components that are in the hundreds, so you have hundreds of millions of components being sourced globally, put together, pushed through distribution channels to customers, there is so much that can go wrong.
One solution would be to do 100% inspection on all incoming material from suppliers, but that would be too cost prohibitive. So the other solution is, no, let's gather the data and see those problems and find them in their birthplace, within the supplier's four walls, before they leave those four walls and start causing downstream problems as they get incorporated in bigger and bigger sub-assemblies to a final product.
This kind of problem brings a relational database to its knees, right? It's not viable.
As the licensing costs got extreme, and we're still not hitting the performance targets. The highly normalized structure wound up in situations where we had large fact tables trying to join them together, and the queries were just taking too long. The data ingestion was taking too long. We were having to throw away some data because we just couldn't keep up with the volume. We started to be approached by larger and larger manufacturing companies. Some of the top tier 1 manufacturers in the world started talking to us, and we realized that if we want to grow for the future, we really have to look at more scalable solutions where we can grow the volume of data, we can handle the different types of data from our customers, and we can scale it up in a cost-effective way, because just dumping a bigger and bigger and bigger server just wasn't working out from a financial standpoint.
We wanted to be able to meet the needs today, but we want to partner with a company that is innovative, that is going to continue to understand that it's not just about Hadoop, it's about adding value to the Hadoop ecosystem. And Cloudera does that very well.
Cloudera seemed to be the one that gave a complete solution end-to-end for our big data solutions, and had the vision and path that we have in terms of creating a single unified platform, whether it's simple search or analytics or data mining.
What the Enterprise Data Hub idea gives us, it gives us this raw storage format, which is fault tolerant, it's redundant, and it's reliable. On top of that, all of the different technologies that make the Cloudera offering so nice is you have your MapReduce framework, you have your search framework, you have analytic storage frameworks, you have all these different components that make it possible now for us to build our industry-specific platform solution on top of it.
We need a partner that could be very agile in responding to the needs of our customers, and be with us along the journey, and be tightly partnering with us along the journey. And we're glad to have found Cloudera to be that partner.
Nobody on the team even knew what Hadoop was at the beginning. We had no budget, we had no support, and being able to download an entire package with everything put together for you, you could just download CDH, you could just deploy it, install it. It was so easy to get up and running. So that was the big primary reason that we went with Cloudera in the first place.
We are able to bring together data from end to end in the supply chain, from suppliers, manufacturing, test equipment, service, repair operations, and bring it all into one cohesive model where you can look at it and ask questions like, make me aware of any rising quality issues since I last revised this particular cell phone model.
One of the key technologies we chose to use, at least for our first initial release of our platform, was search, Cloudera Search. And the search engine gives us the ability to take all of this raw data that we have and index it in a way that makes sense for our customers. And we can configure that index, we can store that data, and we can now search it.
You know, we're able to process and run search in excess of 1.5 billion records, and we know that scales even well beyond that. So, and that's only possible through our partnership together.
And the performance we're getting is?
Yeah, and the performance exactly, and that with a sub 3-second performance response time. One very large global brand that anybody watching this would recognize instantly had an issue with managing the component consumption at their what's called contract manufacturers. So for example, a contract manufacturer will actually be told to use certain alternative suppliers, say for example for sound cards, right? And their compliance with that percentage allocation is very important to the manufacturer because they get rebates based on that, right? And the ability to drive that compliance, previously they would not see it, the quarter would end and these rebates would be missed. Now they can monitor day to day, even more granular than that, and be able to manage compliance of their suppliers and contract manufacturers, and that adds up quickly into millions of dollars.
Now they're able to have that 360 view in seconds. We still strive for sub-second or sub-3 second, but our customers are thrilled that they can see the data and they can see it without engaging with IT and making requests and waiting a day or two to get their data, and then if it's wrong they have to do the cycle all over again. Now it's instantaneous gratification to non-technical resources to help them get their job done better.
If something happens at any supplier that is a sudden increase in quality issues, things are dropping out of the line, reliability of the product is declining, tell me where and why, right? And help me understand why. We can now answer those questions for the supply chain and manufacturing quality community in seconds, minutes, versus investigations that take weeks and months.